Hello and welcome. Hey everyone, how are you doing today? Happy Friday, long weekend here in Canada. Awesome. Yay. Although I have to say, when is the weekend? You know, every day seems to be the same. Anyway, I am Sandy of Lolly and Sand. I'm a Canadian independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada. So just making sure everything's lined up here. It's looking good. Oh, and comments. There we go. Hey, Rosemary, how are you doing? Okay. Well, just before I get started, some of this is the paper that we're using today. I do want to say that our team blog hop that we do on the 15th of every month is live. It's up, and I did put my blog up in the comments. So be sure to check out the blogs, and when you're there, please sign up for my newsletter so you don't miss anything. Hey Lee, hey Marcy, here we go. So let me just adjust. I never like when you can see my stand. It's not that it's, horrible or anything. It's just the way it is. Anyway, so this is what I have left of the Country Club DSP. So, and in case you're not familiar with it, that stands for Designer Series Paper. So clearly I loved this pattern. Here's the back. Oh, that's upside down then. Golf clubs. Our theme, by the way, on our blog hop is Father's Day. So that's the card we're doing today. Now, my card can be used for any occasion, and you'll see that very shortly. I love plaids. And then, with, what are those called? Flagpole thingies. You can tell I don't golf. I don't golf. Love that too. And then, whoa, Argyle. Yes, thank you. Now, I'm going to try and hold this real still. So, and without the extra piece of paper on it. So those are little golf carts. How cute is that? Yep, plaid crazy. I hear ya. Here's the other side of that paper. What, more plaid? Oh yeah. I see. Well, Christmas is fine for that any time of the year. Even with this one with the blue. No issue using that. Okay, so then we're getting to the paper we're using today, which is on the other side of this. You're such a tease. Kind of cool. There are, with the Country Club suite, I believe there's dies that will cut out these. I don't happen to have it, but it's really cool. Whoa, more Argyle. Whoa, hello Argyle. I do love Argyle. We're using some of that today. And then down to the last piece, great pattern. Let me see if this is, but this is what we're using. How cool is that? So what you do, this is obviously the front. This is the 12 by 12. Well, I call it the front. You can call it whichever way. And then on this side is this. So out of the 12 by 12, if you wanted to, let's say you wanted to color everything, you cut this in 3-inch strips, like so. Cut this in 4-inch strips, and you will have 12 of them. So without further ado, I say we get started. All right, so scrap paper. That's nothing. Alrighty, this is the paper I just talked about. And we're going to need, I have to move my light. I'm gonna hit my head on it. We're gonna need some watercolor pencils, and I know you've never seen me use these. With this DSP, I'm not actually using water. You can use these as regular as well. So we have Early Espresso, Granny Apple Green, and Old Olive. These are actually from 2 different packs of watercolor pencils. So the first thing I wanted to do was a trees, and get in there and put in some of the darker elements, and then go light. This will make sense when you see it. I know, Lee, I agree. I love the paper. It is colorful, and it is. Now, my Father's Day card is not going to be real colorful. This will be the centerpiece, let's say. Now, when you're coloring with these, I'm going to show you on the side. Don't do this, okay? You get lines. You do small little bits at a time, and I'll show this closer. You see all those nice dark little lines in there? That's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to get those, the plan is to get those as dark as I choose. Not sure how dark, but I like to circle around. Now the other thing you'll notice is with my pencil, it's not super pointy like when it first comes out of the box. I prefer using like a softer touch. Like this was like straight on. That almost looks brown. And then from the side I get better coverage, and I know, I don't have to work at trying to cover up that line. So that's my little tip for today. Anyone have plans for the long weekend? Now that I believe some of our parks are open. And although the weather's, the temperature is great today, it's a little rainy. I was out picking weeds. I figured that's a good, perfect time to do that. Well, I was coming in from taking the recycle out. Anyway, I was trying to figure out what this was, by the way. And I thought, because I need stronger glasses and I can't go right now, apparently. Unless it was an emergency, then I could go. But I don't consider this an emergency. So I used my magnifying glass, and I take it as more trees. At first, I thought they were golf bags. Yeah, okay. You see what you want to see sometimes, right? Look like golf bags. So just getting in. I don't know about you, but I find coloring relaxing. So, but I'm not going to take up your entire afternoon watching me color, because that would be, well, probably be like Snoozeville for you. Hey, Krista, how are you today? Staying home, Marcy. Good idea. I'm pretty sure I'm doing the same. Pretty sure. Although I did order my groceries, so I will pick those up. Trunk pickup on Sunday. Alrighty. I think we're getting close. It's kind of like, when do you stop? Because it's like, I just like it. Just going to do a little bit here. Try and stay in those little lines. Truth be known, sometimes when I do this, like when I don't want to go outside, I really don't want to go outside the lines. I rarely want to go outside the lines. I use a magnifying glass, and it's a big one. It's like that big round. And my light over here is right about here. So I have extra good light. And that's just what it's like when you're getting older, you know? That's the way it is. Oh, Krista, you're back to work. My goodness. I hope everything is safe where you are. I know you're staying safe. Okay, let's say we stop there. And Rosemary's going to make some cards. I think a walk would be in order. It doesn't matter that it's raining, right? A little bit of rain, an umbrella. It's not like there's lightning. It's okay. All right, so now I'm coming in with the Granny Apple Green. So again, that was Old Olive. There. What else? Oh, you're doing your taxes. And, oh, well, okay, making cards. Yay, doing taxes. Boo. Lee. It's like, no. I do have to tell you one little thing that made me very, very excited. And that was that the UPS man was nice to me today, and he brought a box of brand new goodies from the brand new catalog. So guess what we're going to do starting next week? Oh yeah. So I'm going to I'm going to be working on cards and samples for our Facebook Lives and for the blog and etc. Alrighty. I find with a lighter color, I'm less likely to get big lines. I'm going a little bit faster because I'm on the inside now. I won't go out. New goodies, that's right, Kathy. Oh, yeah. Oh, your husband carves. Oh, that's cool. My dad was a wood carver. And, boy, I miss those days. It's a great, great, great hobby. What else have we got here? Magnifying glass. Yes, for cards. Absolutely for cards. Is the new, so question, is the new stamp set, I don't know what you mean, Krista. Could be that I just glance. I did stop coloring for a second. I'm leaving a little bit of white space. That'll be where the sunlight hits. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Alrighty. Like, easy or what? Okay. And let me go a little closer so you can see that. So you can see the dark is still there. It just gives it some depth. And I think that's what Stampin' Up, well, that's what they're aiming for. Oh, too pointy. Wear that down just a little bit. Okay, so maybe I'll do these first. So this is Early Espresso, and I'm going really light. I don't really need super dark Early Espresso tree trunks. A little bit of Early Espresso up in the bottom of the tree. We'll just say those are support branches. Cool. Okay. And now for my latest trick. I'm just kidding. We're going to do some inking this way. So I have Pool Party and Pear Pizzazz. And these are the new styles in case you haven't seen them. There we go. You open it like a compact. I don't own a compact, but if I did, this is how I would do it. Hey Janice, welcome. No worries, no worries. I think, oh, this is my blue one. I can tell because I've got blue way back here. I thought that was a, oh, you know what? This isn't a stamp set at all. This is DSP. DSP from the Country Club. Now I know what you mean. I got it. I'm just a little slow today. All right, so oval makeup brushes again. No worries. But I know which set you mean now. I know which set you mean. I'm with it. Boy, that took a second, didn't it? So I've taken off a bunch of color. It's kind of hard to get in here, but I'm perfectly fine with leaving some white spaces. I forgive myself for the white spaces. No worries. I'm also going to do a bit of the sky too. So let's go back in, get rid of some of that. Now with this, what I found a really nice way to do this when you're coloring like this is leave white space in between the ground and the sky. Don't go right down to the bottom. It doesn't look as natural, I guess. So it's very, very light, but you get the idea of what we're doing there. I think I will make the water a little darker. Now there was one thought, and I think, did I put them away? I may have. I will show you, I have a second card that I've made that is different from this, and I'll show you how I highlighted the water, which I may do on this too, if I can get to it. Okay, remember that little accident we had where somebody dropped her card in the ink? Yeah, I'm closing them. Hey Claire, welcome. Yeah, this paper is, yeah, awesome. Pretty much all Stampin' Up paper is, but this paper is like awesome, awesome. Especially when, this is only the first time I've colored with this. I've used all the other sides of the paper, but not this. So, I've turned it sideways. I know there's ink there, so I'm just trying to get a little ink up here. Not too much. Can I reach these? Let's find out. Can I? Oh, I can. Oh, no I can't. I put them away. Never mind, I'll show you on the next card. The highlights. So sorry. So sorry. So, after I cut my piece, like remember when I said on this piece that if you want to cut them this way, you use your trimmer, cut. You got 12-inch paper, 12 by 12, cut it in a 3-inch strip, and then cut 4 inches. Now for this card, though, I didn't want to take up that much real estate on my card, so I used, this is the largest of the layering squares dies, and I thought it needed something behind it. So this is basic gray, and this is the largest of, in the same set, of the dies with the scallops on there. So we can put those two together. Let's get rid of that. Boy, there we go. So for a card like this, if let's say I wanted to make up all 12 cards, I would cut all the pieces. I would have everything ready to go coloring wise, and then I would do all the rest of the cutting. Get the glue off my fingers. There we go. Okay, so we need a sentiment for our card as well. So, you know I have more than one piece here, right? Just in case, especially if I see ink. So for this one, oh, I should mention, this paper is retiring that I showed you at the very beginning and this. So if you love it, get it before it's gone. So for the sentiment, I pulled out the honeybee set, which is also retiring, and I decided on this. So my Father's Day card doesn't actually say Happy Father's Day. You could write that in the message on the inside, but celebrate every moment. I could use that for birthdays or you name it. You name it. So let's get our basic gray out and do some stamping. Let's hope we stamp straight. I may, let's see. I can't ever tell. Oh, don't mess with your computer while you're, stamping. Wanted to make sure everything would be in frame. Oh, there we are. Oh, it caught up. How nice. Oh, and you know what I see in that? I see that my glue isn't closed. All right, so I'll just stamp it. Oh, that's straight enough for me, especially here. So the other thing I wanted to mention is that in addition to these papers, this paper retiring in that stamp set, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's retiring that is actually price reduced. So you want to get a look at that. Okay, so here comes my next piece. So remember I said I was going to use the DSP, and I was initially making a scrappy strip card. True, which I did. That will be on my blog on Sunday. I didn't want to do it for my video. Yeah, no. So I had this and I went, I think I'll keep that. Well, of course I'd keep it. I think I'll use that for my card. Now, I also had a piece. Now, when I do my embossing, I put a piece bigger than I need into my embossing folder. And this is the Pinewood Planks, which is really cool. You can actually use either side. So I think I chose this side for mine. So you can see this rip, this tear here. That's because the other half of this paper is on my other card. But I do want to just show you one thing. And I decided just with any old piece I had laying around, and well, here's one. So when I rip, I'm really trying to not rip, in a straight line. That would be kind of counterproductive, right? So I rip a little bit one way and then I go the other way. Now, that may be foreign to some people. You do it whatever way works for you. But I'm generally looking for something unique like that. You can probably see it better on there. Like so. So, I say we get putting some stuff on the card. I think the first thing I'll have to do is cut this, though. Somebody didn't do that. I think because I wanted to show you the whole piece. So, let's bring out the trimmer. I apologize for the glare. When I'm trimming like this, I don't trim from this edge because that will get messed up. Turn it to the straight edge, okay? So you can see where this went through the folder and this part isn't embossed at all. Don't want that. Let's see, start the top, go down. So let me think about this. Oh, so the width of my card is 4 1/4 because I'm making a long card. So I'm going to cut this at exactly 4 1/4. Ta-da! The other piece I will trim for sure. So speaking of which, here's my paper. Now this is the Whisper White regular. It's not the thick. And I cut it at 4 1/4 by the entire length of it, so 11. Scored it at 5 1/2. And to get that to lay down flatter, because that is not good. That is what we want. For a couple reasons. One, because it lays flat, and two, it's so much easier to put stuff on the card when it's not like flopping around. Alrighty. So for this, let's just see which way I was going. Side to side. And like I said, this embossing folder doesn't really make a difference. And yeah, like that. Okay, so let's get gluing. Woo, let's get making this card. Nope, this side. It was this side, yes. Just double checking. Oh, another glue boogie. Make it go away. There we go. Trying to aim for the garbage. You don't want to put those, like, don't put things on the floor. That's not good. Not good. Oh, before I forget, I will have, I have upcoming class. I have classes upcoming. Say it the other way. I have classes upcoming. I'm going to be posting, and again, if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, well, subscribe, because that's another way to get information other than, you know, on my blog and right here and so on. Okay, just checking that that's doing its thing. I'm not pressing really hard. I don't want to take out any of these lines. I like it the way it is. So for this one, well, this is the way I would do it. First, I would put my dimensionals on the back, because you want to pop things up. You want dimension on your card, and it kind of, even if the card is like, oh, you're not real happy with it, it just gives it that extra little something that will make your card even prettier. So take your pick tool, come to Sandy. Oh, you're just being nasty today. Okay, I'll rip that one off. Ugh, I give up. It's the wrong angle. It works when I work closer to myself. Works better, I should say. Off you go. All right, and I took the back off. Just what I said I wasn't going to do. This will give me an idea. Yep, I know what I'm doing. Okay. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Yeah. That's always a funny statement. All right. Kind of close to the edge, but not like right up to the edge. And if you noticed, when I glued this, I didn't glue it like right up to this very edge, so I should, hopefully, be able to slide that in without getting glue on the top of the card. Oh, I did. Dang it. Okay, so if you do that, wait till that dries, and then take that off. Down, down, down. I have a solution for this. I did the same thing on my last card. So I'm still using my wiggle time though. Yeah, don't do what I just did. If you do, I have a solution. Hang on. There's a couple solutions. One, don't start over. Two, so there's my glue. When that's completely dry, I'm going to use this. It's got sparkles and it looks horrible. This, whatever you call it, takes the glue off. So I'm not concerned that I messed up, especially on the video. I did not mess up on the first card. Let's see. Now we're deciding where this will go. Wow, my first card is so much darker. So you will see that momentarily. So there we go. And tailored tag punch to the rescue. This was pool party paper, by the way. I think I forgot to tell you that. And I see my one light is making blinkies. Don't go blinking. All right, so with the tailored tag, you can see the words. Use it upside down so you can see what you're doing, of course. And then pull that back a bit. You can always do more. And a little bit. I like to start without getting like super close. A little bit more. You know, it's something where your eye you just know. It's whatever suits you. If you want them longer, make them longer. You call it your icky square. Oh my gosh, Krista, I'm going to call it that from now on. It's my icky square. That is so perfect. I'm going to cut that off. And I happen to have my mini trimmer here, so I would like these ends to be, you know, somewhat not too far from being the same. It doesn't have to be exact. Alrighty. Now, you know what I could do? I'm not going to, but I could put it right there, but I'm not going to because I want it right here. So this little piece here needs a dimensional to hold it up, and the rest I'll put a little bit of glue on. You could use a glue dot too, but my glue's right here, and I left it open. You know, bad Sandy. There's the lid. Close it up. Take that off. It's a really simple card when you think of it. You know, the coloring, very peaceful. See that little bit of white right? Oh, it's hard to see, but it's right there, and I'm covering it. Now, straight. Yes. Open the card, and then you're going to cut. Oh, I went over a bit. Scissors. Okay. All right, these are not, when you do this, if you notice that there's like more than just like cutting off this little piece, you want to use longer scissors to kind of do it all in one fell swoop. But so be it, you know. Not bad. I see I went over a little bit here, so we'll take that as well. There's the card. Here's the original. See how much darker that is? So I just, except I forgot to color those because I didn't know what they were at the time. There you go. So I don't do a lot of paper ripping because I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Now, I do want to show you a third card or a second. This is one card. I'll show you a second card, which uses another piece of that same paper, but a different image. So this is where I came in. There's no way this was getting in that little spot. So I had used, what was it? Pool Party and Night of Navy to make those colors. And then this is the basic gray. This is Cherry Cobbler. And then the rest of the coloring is the same. So just figure, because it's supposed to be a Father's Day card, I thought, well, at least if I rip the paper, it'll look a little more. I don't know. So let's take that one out, the one I kind of got glue. So if you want to do this higher, you can rip higher, you can rip lower, you can not rip at all. That's totally up to you. So again, stay tuned for upcoming classes. They are coming very soon. I just have to go through all my new goodies and figure out what exactly I'm doing. I do appreciate your support. I really do. Thank you so much. I appreciate your shares big time. Your referrals. I've had one referral, which is wonderful. Thank you. So for when you give me a referral, which is someone that you think might like what I do, and they place an order, I send you a gift of appreciation. So yay. What else? Oh yeah, share. YouTube, please subscribe, and I will put the link to shop up in the description of the video here. So yeah, there you go. There's our 2 cards for today. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. It's just, you know what, you can go as crazy as you want, you know, color as much as you want or as little. I don't think I've seen any where they haven't colored, you know, in all the demonstrator cards that I've seen. Oh, I should tell you, this one is Sahara Sand. Same embossing folder. For this one, a couple other changes. Good question. I'm not sure. I think I mentioned it to Lorraine. I'm not 100% sure, but I will find out. For this one, I thought, you know, if you don't have all the dies, you know, you have the embossing folder. If you don't have the embossing folder, that's fine. Just rip away. This I did using, and I always forget the name of it, so I'll bring it out. This punch. And if you're wondering, why is that a different size? Well, I'll show you. Other things that are different, I did not use the dies here, so I just cut around. So let's say, well, we're going to pretend that we have done this. Okay, the sentiment's there because we would put the sentiment on and then we would punch. You'll notice this says celebrate every moment and this says celebrate. All I did was put tape, Scotch tape. You can use a Post-it note too, but Scotch tape works, I think, better. Put it over the every moment, put it in the ink, take the Scotch tape off, stamp it, and then it fits inside this little, is this the word window punch? For some reason that seems to ring a bell. But see how much longer this is? Too long. All you do, and I know I've shown you this before, but we're going to do it again. Because maybe not everyone has seen it. Get in the boat. So let's say my sentiment is really tiny, like a little hello. Slide it in, cut it. Dun, da, da, da. How perfect is that? Well, guess what, my friends? We're going to start our long weekend today, aren't we? Well, I'm going to start by, you know, going through my goodies, getting my retired products out of the cabinet, and we'll take it from there. So I will see you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. and we're going to see some new goodies. See you then. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.